Hey, so everybody's making excuses about why Hillary Clinton lost, right? Now, we all know why she lost, right? She lost because she's the worst politician in the history of our country. That would be why. Lawrence O'Donnell did a whole long thing. I'm here with Ron Placone and Hank Thompson, and Lawrence O'Donnell did a long thing the other day where he showed when she ran for Senate, her opening lead. She had a big lead over Rick Lazio. And they went ahead and spent $30 million more trying to widen that lead, and spending $30 million in her state race for Senate in New York moved the polling zero. Just like now, she's never able to get her numbers up. She started with a 60-point lead on Bernie Sanders. And I said the problem with Hillary Clinton is that not only is she a flawed candidate, but she's a horrible politician, meaning that when you need to get your numbers up and you want to move some votes in your direction, you go out and you give speeches and you meet people and you glad hand. Well, the more Hillary Clinton talked, the more people disliked her. That's what I said. The more she talks, the more her negatives go up and her positives go down. She doesn't have the ability to get her numbers up. She doesn't have the ability to go campaign and get people out for her, because the more she talks, the less people like her. She was the most popular when she was Secretary of State, and nobody heard from her.
Well, you may have a point there, and maybe that's why her strategy included not even going to the state of Wisconsin.
Maybe you're right.
She did not even go to that state.
She did not go on She did not go on Democracy Now! She did not go on the Young Turks, the two biggest progressive outlets. She did go on Bill O'Reilly. So here is what I saw on Twitter. Somebody tweeted this out. Wheel of excuses. Spin the wheel and find out who the DNC will blame for losing the 2016. I like it. It's got Debbie Wasserman Schultz. Nope. Julian Assange leaks, yeah. Reddit, yep. Hillary, no, nope. Jill Stein, 4chan. Bernie Sanders, probably the biggest reason. Vladimir Putin, yep. Gary Johnson, Fox News, Basement Dwellers, James B. Comey. Yes, so they're still. So the most important thing is that a lot of people are. Oh, Ben Jealous, you all know who Ben Jealous is, right? NAACP. He says, if you're blaming supporters of Dr. Jill Stein and, how do you say his first name?
It's Ajamu, right?
Ajamu?
Ajamu Baraka.
Ajamu Baraka. I voted for him, but I didn't know how to pronounce his first name. That's because I didn't care. If you're blaming supporters of Dr. Jill Stein and Ajuma Baraka for Trump, please stop. Most of them would have stayed home before voting for Hillary Rodham Clinton. People forget that. Like, half the country didn't go out to vote. And you're going to blame the 0.5% or 1% that showed up for Jill Stein for somehow. It's like, no, they wouldn't have come out otherwise. I wouldn't have voted if I wasn't able to vote for Jill Stein. I wouldn't have voted. I wouldn't, because I can't give my vote to war. That's what I can't give my vote to war anymore. I'm not doing that. So, there's Ben Jealous telling everybody, don't even start with the Jill Stein thing. So only a jackass would probably do something like that. Boom, look there. There's Paul Krugman, couldn't help himself. He says, by the way, Jill Stein has managed to play Ralph Nader. Without her, Florida might have been saved. I guess the guy can't even, he's a Pulitzer Prize winning, or he's a Nobel Prize winning economist who can't do fucking math.
Yeah, none of the statistics support that. And the statistics that do, the people that do point at third parties, they're assuming that the Gary Johnson voters would have voted for Hillary Clinton otherwise, which is not true. Which in most cases is nowhere close to being true.
Nowhere close to being true.
So it's just a straw man. So what's really going on?
Completely wrong. And it's like, how dare Jill Stein and her voters participate in democracy? How dare they get to vote for who they want? So here's what I tweeted after he tweeted that. I said, this is the motherfucker who tried as hard as he could to kill Bernie in the primary. Without you, the country may have been saved. So now please shut the fuck up.
Did he block you?
No, but it got 916 retweets and a couple thousand likes. So that's pretty good. Who else is pulling that shit? Rachel Maddow pulling that shit. Rachel Maddow, really disgusting. She really lost. I have no respect for Rachel Maddow. I used to love her show. And then she decided to make it super boring for 15 minutes every night, which is fine. You can do your show how you want. It doesn't mean you're a bad person. But this campaign really revealed her to be, completely not what she pretends to be. She's a complete sellout. She shit on a guy who was when a real progressive came along. Not only did she shit on him, she lied about him, and she let people come on her show and lie. She let John Ralston lie on her show. She gave him a platform to lie. Rachel Maddow. And then she lied about in favor of Hillary Clinton about NAFTA. It's weird. It's weird. Boy, it's tough to make $7 million, which is $140,000 a week, which is what she makes. It's hard to make $140,000 a week given to you by Comcast, who's pro-TPP and one of the worst companies in the world to work for. When they give you $140,000 a week, every week, it's hard to keep your integrity. Rachel Maddow proves that she can't keep her integrity with all that cash. And so the humanist, I love this guy. He's so right on, the humanist. He goes, no, just stop. You've discredited yourself among progressives already, Rachel. Just stop. Stop it. Stop. But they won't. She won't stop. Because she doesn't, apparently Rachel Maddow doesn't have a real friend. Because a real friend would tell you that. Just stop. She doesn't. All she has now are friends who are afraid she might not be friends with them anymore. So they'll never say anything to her like that. So way to go, Rachel. You're part of the problem. You're officially just as shitty as right-wing journalists. Good for you. Hillary turned you into a right-wing journalist. Good for you, Rachel. You should be proud of yourself. Here's just a regular person said, this guy named Matthew Chapman. He writes, but as of today, anyone I see coming on here with "I told you so, it's your fault," not backing Bernie Sanders, will be immediately blocked. Don't waste your breath. I do not want to hear it, and I will tell you in explicit detail why I do not want to hear it. First of all, if you are arguing a full-bore income inequality crusade would have won over Trump supporters, you don't get what just happened. This election had nothing to do with economics. It had nothing to do with trade deals or disaffected working class people or whatever. So this guy tweets out, holy shit, we're going to lose in 2020.
Well, Matthew Chapman, if you look at the map, the map says otherwise, because she lost some key states that she should have gotten, like Michigan, like Wisconsin, like Pennsylvania, like Ohio, and it's because she did not connect with the working people there. So what did they do instead? They bought the snake oil from Donald Trump. And that's not third-party voters' fault. That's not progressives' fault. That's not Bernie's fault. That's the fault of the Clinton campaign.
It seems like he's trying to say it's about racism. And it's like, no, a lot of those people who voted for Barack Obama, she got less of the white vote than Barack Obama did. Hillary Clinton. Mm-hmm. She got less of the white vote than Barack Obama did. So I'm saying white guys voted for a black guy. It's not racism. That's why she lost. Is there racism? Of course.
Oh, yeah, it's a huge factor, and it's really
her crime bill
terrible.
was racist. Ronald Clinton's crime bill was super racist. There's racism in America. 40% of the prison population are black guys. There's racism in America. That's not why you lost. Here's David Sirota tweets out, things I've learned on Twitter, Democratic Party officials, Clinton and her aides bear zero responsibility for losing the election.